Hey guys, I uploaded a video a few days ago with an unboxing of a Bad Cat Les Paul style guitar, which I've had so many comments on, there's no way that I can possibly reply to them all. So I just want to go through and pick a few out and respond to them. Thank you all for your kind comments and for being in touch with me to say what you think of this unboxing. There's a couple of things I need to say. Number one, we need to bear in mind before we read these comments that I didn't know that this guitar was being built. They built it as a surprise. Otherwise, I would have insisted on the heart being painted on it, because that was the whole point of the Love Pup, and not just the shape, which I'll be perfectly honest with you again, I'm not entirely keen on without the heart. So chances are that I will paint it on there. And the other thing I want to make absolutely clear is that I am only reviewing this guitar that's been sent to me for free because it has been kindly sent to me for free, and I appreciate what Bad Cat and Jason J are trying to do in terms of listening to me and removing trademark infringing marks from their instruments. So I think that's really laudable, and that is why I reviewed it and put the video up. So I'm going to respond to a few comments now, just so that I can get across a few points that I think are quite important. So we'll go over there and let's do some comments. Okay, Getaways and Guitars are unique, may end up as a private collector's piece. They're welcome to send me anything. Well, yeah, absolutely, maybe they will. Very cool. Looking at yours and Nick in the States, Jason seems to be on the right track. Totally agree. He needs a little bit harder work on the quality control. Sean, it's an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for letting me use your intro music. It's really, really sweet of you. Yeah, we love Jim Beam, but not as much as we love Jack Daniels, folks. I bet Bad Cat sees a bump in sales. Well, if they do, that'll be because you have liked what you saw. I certainly have not done this video to promote their sales, and I'm not advocating Bad Cat guitars as yet, and I'm not suggesting that you go and buy those, although they are certainly better than infringing trademarks and buying Chipsons. Joel Redmond says it looks horrible, should have gone without the love heart cutaway. I agree with you totally, Joel, when the heart isn't painted on, but when the heart is painted on, that's the whole point, and I think I'm going to do it. In fact, I'm 99% certain I'm going to paint the heart on. Damn that reverb. Well, that's because the studio's empty, Rusty Ferret Studios. I've got nothing in there to soak up those reflections, which is why we're getting the reverb. Really good, rock on. Thanks, Caesar. The knob fell off straight away. Yeah, great build quality. The knob didn't fall off. I pulled it off, and that was because I was expecting it to be a push-pull coil tap or a split coil, and it wasn't. So I gave it a good yank, and that pulled it off, and then I dropped it. So it was actually stuck on quite well when it arrived. I was the one that pulled it off. Great looking instrument. I'm glad you like it, Philippe. You're not the only YouTube reviewer who claims to have given Jason advice, and I call it a Gibson, but it's a Bad Cat. Yes, it is a Bad Cat. It's not a Gibson fake, and I suppose it has to be a Gibson fake in order to call it a Chimpson, which is why I've changed the title. Thank you for the advice there. But as for, I didn't actually ever say that I was the only YouTube reviewer to have reviewed Bad Cat guitars and or give Jason advice, although if you go back and look at the date of my first contact with Jason, I have been giving him advice ever since then. So maybe I am the first, so we'll see, but I'm certainly not the only one. No, thanks for pointing that out as well. Guitar seems nice. Main difference between Chipsons and this is the quality control. He's looking forward to receiving his. Ordered it a while back. One bad thing about Bad Cat is the lack of communication. Jason, if you've got time to post here and read this, perhaps you could also take a minute or two to reply to the mail I sent on the 6th of Feb or the Facebook message 17th of Feb. Just a simple update would be appreciated. Well, how ironic that Bad Cat have then commented on the upload just below that. So maybe if you're watching this one as well, Jason, take some time to get in touch with Vidfaven. I don't know quite how you pronounce that, but let him know how his guitar's getting on. This is what it's all about, my friend. It's about communication and customer service. Craig, so refreshing to see a guitar from China that doesn't infringe trademarks. Yes, that's what I'm really pleased with, actually, the fact that they are promoting their own brand. Is this a finished product or prototype? Well, you'd need to ask Bad Cat that. I'm not affiliated with Bad Cat. I'm not promoting Bad Cat. And they've put this together as a nice little surprise for me. And we'll wait until we see the playthrough before we decide whether or not we're going to say that it's worth getting hold of these. So watch that video. It'll be coming up soon. I think a manufacturer would appreciate an honest review and take it on board. Well, let's hope so. That's what I'm doing it for. Seems like a warning to some of the big brands. I totally agree. The Chinese guitars are getting better. And with their own design and their own brand, it is going to cause some twitching amongst the market leaders. Thank you for the compliment there as well, Alex. It is really a Marmite guitar, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. Especially without the heart. I'm definitely going to paint the heart on it. It needs it. Otherwise, it just looks like a lady's butt. Very cool guitar. Of course, I've never seen a bad free guitar. No, fair enough. Not trying to look like a Les Paul, LOL. Well, come off it. It's a single cut. Of course, it's along the lines of a Les Paul, but I've never seen a Les Paul with that extra heart cut on it. So it's not trying to look like exactly like a Les Paul. I don't know where we're getting from there. Caesar Blues guitar, he's been having a bit of a row with a couple of people on here about whether or not he's making the comment to promote his channel or not. I don't mind either way. I haven't seen Caesar's channel, but I will go and have a look at it. He's saying that he works and lives in China, and he can tell that Bad Cat are manufactured in the same big knockoff factories which do rip-offs. Yes, I know. And in fact, Jason and his family factory were doing chips and rip-offs before he changed to develop Bad Cat on my recommendation. Yeah, to be honest, it looks like a bum crack. Yeah, fair enough. I don't disagree. Without the heart on there, it needs that heart. DKG looks like someone's smuggling packing tape. Had to download the video to see the flash frame. Yes, I'm going to put a few more of those on, and in fact there could be one on this video if you watch very carefully. But the non-copyright infringing guitars from China who look similar to but do not rip off American brands are already out there. They're branded Epiphone, Harley Benton, Jack and Danny, VGS. Yeah, totally agree. There's tons out there, and they're all great if they're not ripping off the brands. Epiphone is a branch of Gibson, and I believe that Epiphone factories or the factory may have something to do with some of the knockoffs in some way, shape or form, but I'm not making any allegations, just a suggestion that it might be involved. Thank you, Dino. Nice top. Not sure you dig the shape. No, pretty much agree with you. Price was right. Yeah, well, we don't know the price yet, but hopefully we will soon. Pretty cool, nice looking guitar. I like it. Didn't put made in China. It says CN. Well, that's what that stands for. CN stands for China, but hopefully you know that now, Fran. And Bad Cat have let you know anyway. Cool looking acts. The people who overlook any of your videos are missing out on some very good ones. Bless you, Krusty Buzzard. That's very sweet of you to say. David, I've seen the Bad Cats before. I love the headstock logo. Yes, so do I. It's really cool, isn't it? Been saying for ages, Chinese do make a decent guitar. Seen a few Bad Cats on YouTube channels. They do a decent looking 335. Look nice in my collection. Thanks for your vids. Very informative, very entertaining. Thanks, John. Great to see your new studio. Have to catch up on that vid. The guitar is very cool. Wish they put the heart on it though. Not as much as I do. Totally agree with you, Brian. And Rob says, hi, I forgot. How about the nut? Well, the nut is plastic chewing gum, like all of the Chipsons are. After a while, you get used to the shape. Yeah, you kind of do, but it needs the heart. Can't wait for the next video. Personally, even with the flaws, I think she's beautiful, and I like the body shape, just different enough to make other guitarists look twice. Well, I did say it's Marmite. Some people are going to love it, some people are going to hate it. I think it needs the heart. You're not quite right about scarf joints, Andrew Wood says. They're a strong joint, but nothing as strong as a single piece of wood. Scarf joints were born out of necessity, mainly in the shipbuilding, when you're unable to find a tree long enough for the keel and then the roof for purlins. Well, no, that's not actually true, Andrew. I'm not going to get into a debate with you, but the single fundamental that when you've got a wood grain travelling all in one direction and then you put a cut across that, the wood grain still travels in that direction, making the actual grain really short. Whereas if you take another piece of wood and you turn the entire piece of wood, then you've got the strength of the grain all running in the same direction as the turn. And if you've got a very good type or hide glue connection or type bond, I meant to say not hide glue, then the actual glue joint will be stronger than the wood itself. So the scarf joint is stronger, but I'm sure there'll be hours of debate between all of you on here. Bad Cat are a well-known company, sorry, that sell a lot of American guitars. No, there is a different Bad Cat in the US, and they're not the same thing, I don't think. One sells amps and pedals. The other one are a Chinese company that have stopped making knockoffs to make legitimate Chinese guitars. Matt says, cool first unboxing out there in the new studio. Thanks for that. Yeah, one for free. Yeah, can't wait to hear what it sounds like and my thought on how it plays. The price doesn't sound bad. Well, I was only suggesting a price. I'm not sure what they're actually going to sell them for because they haven't told me, because I'm not involved in selling them for them. So we'll see, Matt. But thanks for the comment. Lovely to hear from you as always. Danielle says, looks ugly. Well, yeah, I don't disagree without the heart on it. Kudos for Bad Cat, Dale says, for making expensive guitars without copying the Gibson brand. If they're to be successful, they need to provide better value in terms of quality for the price than Gibson and Epiphone guitars. Yeah, totally agree with you, Dale, and great to hear from you as usual. Steve Tebble, well done CGS for continuing to hammer home the message, and well done Jason for taking the courageous decision to go legit. Totally agree. I have to say all my Gibsons, including the one I bought from Jason, Jason was best out of the box, sorry, finish wise. However, hope he's up to the quality of his hardware because I had to replace most of mine. Let you know on that one. Watch out for the next video, Steve. Oh my god, that's hideous. Fair enough. You achieved something big with making them put made in China and taking in your other suggestions. Well, I was trying to help them. Hopefully it has. Dave O'Cunnington says, it looks like a lady's bum. I totally agree. I said that earlier. If they offered something in natural wood finish, I'd consider it. Also, their pretty black guitar looks quite pretty. Will Bad Cat be making the Milton guitars? No, they won't. I have 2 other companies that I've been to for that, and I'm currently making a video to explain to you why there's been no further progress on the Milton. But the Milton is not being made by Jason or Bad Cat. I'm going direct to other factories, or manufacturers I should say, and I will have some more news on that soon. Good on Bad Cat for not making a Les Paul without the China stamp. On the other hand, I would expect a guitar they know will be reviewed to have no blemishes. I'm still on the fence. I couldn't agree with you more, actually, James. Knowing they were going to send it to me, knowing that I refused to do a guaranteed positive review on any of the guitars, and knowing that I'd tell it exactly how it is, I would have made absolutely sure that it had no blemishes or marks and that it was perfectly set up. But hey ho, I don't know how much control Jason had over that and how much was the gentleman that fitted it all up and quality controlled it at the factory. We'll see. Somebody else saying that he's been watching my buddy Nick in the States reviews of Bad Cat, and I'm also surprised that Jason would have sent you something even for free that he knew would be scrutinising reviews as closely as I do. Yep, exactly. Well, there we go. He could have done the heart design on it. Yeah, totally agree. It would have been great and would have solved nearly all those little flaw finishes because they were all in that sort of area. I know the little curve on the upper belt was a wink towards Love Pup design. Doesn't bother me, but if I had the choice, I'd leave it out. Yeah, so would I without the heart, but with the heart, I think it would look great. How much duty expect to USA, and will even make it here? Well, it will make it there, I guess, if Jason can agree with me on some quality controls. And I'm not going to promote this, guys. I'm going to let you make a decision on that. But he is talking to me about making these available on their website, so, and giving a deal to CGS subscribers. But again, until it's absolutely right, I'm not putting my name or my channel reputation to anything that I'm less than 100% happy with. Bad Cat, a US amp company, yeah, but that's different. Bad Cat looks like a guitar has a butt on its back. Yeah, totally. Thanks for the review. Heart shape was a good idea, but the result is deceiving. Hope to hear the sound soon. Yeah, well, it is deceiving without the heart on it. It just doesn't look right without the heart, so we'll hopefully get that. Yeah, you've been waiting for one of these videos for a while. PS quality looks better or the same as today's genuine Gibson. Oh dear. Sorry, Gibson. I think Kilo could be right. Another great review as usual. Looks like a nice guitar, but not keen on the shape. I'd rather put my money into a Chapman. Well, that's good. Keep up the great work, CGS. Just reminding you that I'm not competing with Chapman. I'm not trying to be Chapman. I'm not trying to copy him with the Milton Guitars range. We've done all that on previous videos. But what I can say is that based on playing this guitar so far, I would rather save up for a Chapman. Great unboxing as always. I'm sorry to say I'm not a fan of the shape, but it looks cool. Okay. It looks like you've bashed the guitar on the floor and put a big dent in it. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I do feel that without the heart shape on it, that it does look a peculiar, strange instrument. And I think what I'm going to do before I do the playthrough video for you is I'm going to take it all apart. I'm going to take pictures of everything, show you how it's built, show you what hardware it's got on it, show you what the wiring's like, and I think I'm going to strip it right down, and I may even spray the heart on it before I even do the playthrough video. So I'm going to do that really soon, and I'll be back with that video as soon as I can, folks. In the meantime, thanks so much for your comments. I will try to respond to a few at some stage, but I've got lots of other video comments to review and reply to. So hope this has helped. Hope this clarifies some of the little bits of confusion that I have gleaned from listening or watching or reading, I should say, your responses to that unboxing video, and addresses them. So if not, if you've got any other questions, please set them up on the channel or email me at chinaguitarsceptic@gmail.com, which is not very often used. A lot of people try to contact me through the forum and through Facebook. Very, very slow way to contact me because I only check them infrequently. I see the comments every day, and I check my email, chinaguitarsceptic@gmail.com, every day. So if you really want to get in touch with me, go straight there. Okay, take care, folks. Until we see you again, be good and enjoy.